Buenas noches. I'd like to welcome everybody. I'll give you a couple of minutes to kind of settle down, find a seat. Le daré un poco de tiempo para que tomen asiento, por favor. Vamos a comenzar con el programa. Bienvenidos a la Gala del North Shore Latino Business Association. Les damos la bienvenida a la gala de la Asociación de Comerciantes Latinos del North Shore. Mi nombre es Laura Luna, yo seré su anfitriona. Me han dicho que haga esta presentación en lo que le decimos Spanglish. I've been asked to be your MC today. My name is Laura Luna. If it's hard to roll your R's, you can call me Laura. I respond to either because I am, in case you haven't noticed, bilingual. So I've been asked to do this in Spanglish. I do apologize if it becomes a little confusing. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. On behalf of the North Shore Latino Business Association, I am so happy to see so many people here. And can I just say, you guys look amazing, beautiful. Did everybody just independently clap, or did the wives all like pinch their husbands and say clap? To start, I'd like to introduce you to Rosa Feliz. She's the chair of the board for the year 2021-2023. But before I do that, let me just let you know, I am a proud member of the North Shore Latino Business Association. I've also spent the last 18 years as a school psychologist in the Lynn Public Schools. We have Lynn Public Schools represented here? Excellent, excellent. So without further ado, I'd like to get started. And to start, Rosa Feliz from Punta Cana Multi-Services, the chair of the board for 2021-2023. Rosa?
Thank you very much, Laura. Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to welcome you to our 11th Gala night for the North Shore Latino Business Association. First of all, it is a pleasure to be here tonight, and you all look amazing. Right now, being a chairlady for my first year, I would like to let you know that we are so proud that during this year, we have 150 new members. We merit an applause. That means that our effort have been prized. And I'm so proud of being part of this great association for the North Shore Latino business. Once again, we couldn't make it without our board members and without you guys that are part of the fantastic North Shore Business Association in the city of Lynn. Now, I would like to say that we couldn't done it without our great board. We will be mentioning above.
These are the North Shore Latino Business Association Board of Directors. And like Rosa said, a lot of the work that's done at the NSLBA is not possible without the hard work and dedication of these men and women. Please welcome, in addition to Rosa, Sergio Espinosa from We Serve Safe, Vice Chair, Vice Presidente. Diana Moreno from Metro Credit Union. Please step forward as I call your name. Diana, you can come stand up here, please. Irkania Valera from LifeBridge Group, Secretary. Ariel Noesi from Brookline Bank, former President. Esther Somerset from Divine Design by Hadassah. Michael Satterwhite from the Satterwhite Law Firm. Obed Matul from Full Color. Mabeline Lopez from Core Insurance LLC. Jose Encarnacion from Lynn. And our Emeritus Director, David Zeller from Zeller Insurance. Can we hear a nice big round of applause for these men and women and the hard work that they've put in as board of directors? Thank you so much for your service. I think I'm going to be photobombing every picture that's taken today. Thank you so much. One more time, a round of applause for the Board of Directors. Damas y caballeros, la Junta Directiva, gracias por su servicio. And now, my all-time favorite part.
And now, we all you ladies and gentlemen would like to present our founder, president, and CEO, Francis Martinez.
Before she takes the mic, she's not going to say this, but this woman is a powerhouse. She founded this organization. She runs the organization like a boss. And if you've ever had the opportunity to talk to Frances Martinez in person, you know what I mean. Esta mujer es una mujer poderosa, empoderada, pero además de esto, humilde y empodera a los demás y a todos sus negocios, particularmente los negocios latinos. Por favor, un fuerte aplauso para la presidenta y fundadora, Frances Martinez.
That light is killing me. Hello, hello, hello. ¿Cómo está mi gente? How's everyone? We have full house. Tenemos una casa llena y estamos celebrando lo que somos nosotros. Fuerza de economía, fuerza en la nación. Así que dense un aplauso cada uno de ustedes. We are celebrating tonight small business. We're strong in economy, we're strong in this nation, and we have to celebrate. So make sure you do a big one. I feel like people, are you eating? ¿Están comiendo o no están comiendo? Vamos, a la 1, a las 2 y a la 3. Un aplauso a nosotros. So I'm just going to say this. I don't have a note. I don't have anything to really like to read or anything like that. Tonight, we're here to hear what a secretary is going to say to us, to listen to the beautiful music from Aisha Siet, and then to be able to present some beautiful awards of the year, and also some surprises as well. I only want to say the association was born with a passion for the community, for the passion of our economy, to get our community represented by the diversity that we have. We are, in this room today, we are the true diversity of this nation. En esta noche aquí, como dije, vamos a estar celebrando todo lo que tiene que ver con lo que nosotros estamos haciendo, aportando a la economía. Pero también en este salón se está viendo lo que es la diversidad de esta nación, y esta noche estamos celebrando. Hoy quiero que ustedes puedan disfrutar de todo lo que se le ha preparado a ustedes. Ustedes son especial para esta señora que está aquí, y todo lo que le presentamos a usted lo hacemos con humildad porque queremos poder fortalecerlo, poderlo empoderar, poder trabajar con ustedes y que ustedes puedan canalizar todos los recursos para que sean grandes negocios. Nosotros, we are small business. but we are here to be able to provide all those resources, information, equally to receive all the benefits that everybody else have. Now, we're small business, but in the future, we might be big business. So thank you so much. Enjoy the night. Thank you for everyone who's here, my friends. Everyone is my friend. I don't think there's one person in this room that I cannot call friend. Why? Because all of you always support the association, support me. And when I say me, you're supporting everyone that is in this room. Thank you so much. Enjoy the night. Señores, disfruten la noche. Coman mucho, pero también se va a gozar y se va a mover el esqueleto. Así que muchísimas gracias. Que disfruten. Laura.
I neglected, I looked out into the audience and I saw, man, this is a lot of people, and my mind just went completely blank. So I do apologize. Let me tell you what you can expect today. We have a very special speaker, and we have some special awards and recognitions that we'll be giving. Le voy a pedir disculpas cuando primero me paré aquí, vi a tantas personas en la audiencia que se me olvidó darle una pequeña idea de lo que vamos a hacer hoy. En primer lugar, vamos a escuchar a una persona muy especial y además de eso vamos a otorgar reconocimientos y premios a personas muy importantes que representan los valores de la asociación. To start, I'd like to present plaque to two former board members. These are people who have served in various capacities in the board and that we'd like to recognize for their service. If you hear your name, please come forward. Attorney Emmanuel Gonzalez, and Juban Taborda. Round of applause for them, please. I'd like to excuse Juban from receiving this award because he was not feeling well today, but someone from the board will be receiving that on his behalf. Attorney Emmanuel Gonzalez. Thank you for your service to the association. While Attorney Gonzalez is receiving his plaque and taking some photos, I'd like to present our speaker, Mike Keneally. He is a Massachusetts Secretary of Housing and Economy, el Secretario de Vivienda y Economía en Massachusetts. As Secretary of Housing and Economic Development, Mike Keneally advances the Baker-Polito administration's agenda to create economic opportunity and new housing for residents. He joined the administration as Assistant Secretary for Business Growth in 2015 before entering his current role. He began his career in private equity at TA Associates, a Boston-based firm. In 1997, he joined Spectrum Equity, a private equity firm founded in 1994 with offices in Boston and San Francisco. He spent 2 years as special advisor to the receiver at Lawrence Public Schools, where he worked with the state-appointed superintendent on strategic and financial initiatives to support the school district's turnaround plan. Keneally and his family live in Lexington, Massachusetts, where they have been highly involved in town government, education, and youth sports. He previously served as chairman of the Board of Trustees at St. John's Prep in Danvers and currently serves on the Board of Visitors for the Nelson A. Rockefeller Center for Public Policy and the Social Sciences at Dartmouth College. Keneally received a Bachelor of Arts in Government from Dartmouth College and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Como secretario de Vivienda y Desarrollo, Mike Keneally promueve la agenda de la administración Baker-Polito para crear oportunidades económicas y nuevas viviendas para los residentes. Comenzó su carrera en capital privado en TA Asociados, una firma con sede en Boston. En el 1997 se unió a Spectrum Equity, una firma de capital privado fundado en el 1994 con oficinas en Boston y San Francisco. Él pasó 2 años como asesor especial de administrador judicial en las escuelas públicas de Lawrence, donde trabajó con el superintendente por el Estado en iniciativas estratégicas y financieras para apoyar el plan de reestructuración del distrito escolar. Keneally y su familia viven en Lexington, Massachusetts, donde han estado muy involucrados en el gobierno de la ciudad, la educación y los deportes juveniles. Es miembro de la Junta de Visitantes del Centro Nelson A. Rockefeller para políticas públicas y ciencias sociales en Dartmouth. Recibió su bachiller en gobierno de Dartmouth College y una maestría en administración de empresas de Harvard Business School. Por favor, un fuerte aplauso para el Housing and Economic Development Secretary, Mike Keneally.
Well, thank you, Laura, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you to Francis and the whole team here for having me, for getting together this incredible group, and for all you do to support Latino businesses here in the North Shore. You are an incredible partner in this work, and we are deeply grateful. I want to thank a few other folks from our team here today. Juan Vega, Assistant Secretary, has done so much to drive so much collaboration and investment in our communities for years now across Massachusetts. I want to recognize Janine from Mass Growth Capital Corporation. Where would Massachusetts small business be the last 3 years without Mass Growth Capital? So big thank you for your work as well. I want to say hi to my friend Alberto. Where's Alberto? We had a great time twice in one weekend, Alberto. We had a great time with Alberto last night at the Latino 30 Under 30, and thanks for all you do to celebrate and highlight the Latino community in Massachusetts. And finally, the most important person in my life is here. My wife, Tricia Perez Keneally. Thanks, honey, for being here. The best thing that ever happened to me was meeting Trish at Harvard Business School, this amazing Puerto Rican woman who's introduced me to Puerto Rican food and culture. We built a wonderful life together, so thank you, honey. And she's also an entrepreneur. With Katya, they run the Inn at Hastings Park in Lexington. So great to see you all here tonight. By way of background, before I got into public service, I spent about 19 years in the private equity business. I traveled all across the country looking for interesting growth companies. I went to 40 states. I met 1,000 companies. And I saw firsthand the impact that entrepreneurs and small business owners have on people and communities. I left that work to go to Lawrence to help turn around the Lawrence public school system on the theory that those kids deserve the same chance at success that all of our kids do. And in turn, I met the people and places and partners that make our gateway city such incredibly vibrant places. It was an inspirational 2 years. And then I had the good fortune to join the governor about 8 years ago as he was forming his team. I've been in the cabinet now the last 4 years. My job every day is an inspiration because what I get to do is help drive collaboration across our state, between the state, cities, and towns, business leaders, nonprofits, community groups. Every day I see wonderful people in Massachusetts working hard to get important things done to advance their community, to impact our state, and in some cases impact our country and the world. It is a wonderful, wonderful role. So a few minutes of what we've tried to get done over the last 2 years. We have tried really hard to solve a housing crisis. For too many of our citizens, the housing they need is either unaffordable or unavailable. And we made record level investments in affordable housing and had some of the most important housing policy reform to get housing production back on track in Massachusetts, to promote more housing equity, housing opportunity, housing stability. We've worked hard to build the workforce of today and tomorrow, to make sure all of our citizens have promising career pathways, and make sure our employers in exciting industries like healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and the trades have the talent they need, working with our vocational technical high schools and community colleges to create more talent. We've worked hard to make sure Massachusetts remains among the most innovative places on the planet, that we have a vibrant innovation economy, that we invest in infrastructure and planning resources in our cities and towns. But most importantly for tonight, perhaps, we've tried to be the best, most active, engaged partner we can be to support our small businesses. During the pandemic, we had the largest state small business grant program in the country, $700 million through Mass Growth Capital to help our smallest companies get through the pandemic. We dramatically increased our technical assistance resources so our small companies could access both federal and state capital. We had our My Local campaign to get people to come back in our downtown and start spending money again. We introduced new tools to help our small businesses do more business online, to help crowdsource more capital. We had so many programs and still do, programs, resources, strategies, funding to help move our small businesses forward. But coming out of the pandemic, the question we asked ourselves is, what's next? What else should we do to help our small businesses in Massachusetts? And so I took a little tour. In the summer and fall of 2021, I traveled to 25 downtowns across Massachusetts. We walked the downtown, we visited your restaurants, your retail stores, And mostly we listened. And the question we asked was, how can we best support small businesses in Massachusetts in this day and age? And we heard incredible stories of resilience and courage. People worked hard to get their businesses through challenging times, and we again wanted to be the best partner we could be. And the answer to the question was essentially more capital and more assistance. So there's more money coming from the state through Mass Growth Capital. There's more money coming from the federal government through our state small business credit initiative. There's more assistance resources as well. And we work hard every day to help build vibrant downtowns, to help our small businesses own their real estate, and help close capital gaps around the state. But mostly what we need more of is what we're really, really good at, which is collaboration. All of us working together in partnership to help our small businesses. I want to close with an observation I've had from traveling the country and traveling our state and meeting our small businesses. These aren't just companies. These are hopes and dreams and lives and livelihoods and legacies. Your businesses are incredibly important parts of your community. They're family, and they're a journey. And I would so enjoy being on this journey with you and hope to continue this journey now for many years to come. Thank you all. Great to be with you tonight. Thank you.
Otro fuerte aplauso para el secretario, por favor, pero que se sientan. Thank you so much. Our next part involves a very special presentation. It is my pleasure. Now, we have not met personally, the person that I will be presenting right now, but I wish we had. I had the opportunity to read her bio, and I'm going to give you a really shortened version. I encourage you to look at our program and read the bio so that you can kind of understand the power and the magnitude of what you're about to observe. Ahora tengo el bellísimo placer de presentar a nuestra segunda próxima presentación. No he tenido el placer de conocerla en persona, pero sí tuve el placer de leer su biografía. Voy a darla de forma redactada para ustedes, pero sí le invito a que miren su biografía en el programa. Aisha Saed Castro is described as a virtuoso and a deeply gifted artist. She has had a long and fruitful career as a violinist. She made her debut at 11 years old with Dominican Symphony Orchestra. At the time, she was the youngest Dominican to have performed with the orchestra. She's also the first Latina to have been accepted at the Child Prodigy Yehudi Menuhin School in England, where she also studied at the Royal College of Music with a full scholarship. A household name in South America, she has performed all around the world as a soloist with orchestras and in recitals in places such as the Carnegie Hall in New York, National Philharmonic Hall in Vilnius, London. In Spain, Florida, Washington, D.C., the Claremont Hall in Tel Aviv, Colombia, Ecuador, Spain, Uruguay, Argentina, and Nicaragua. Aisha has won numerous awards, including 5 Premio Soberano Awards as Best Classical Artist Abroad, the Latin Pride National Award 2009 in Boston, the Game Changer Award by the Keep Walking Worldwide campaign, and many others. She was made Honorary Cultural Goodwill Ambassador by the government of the Dominican Republic. In 2014, she made the youngest ever Honorary Professor of the Arts faculty at the Autonomous University of Santo Domingo. In May 2015, along with conductor Gustavo Dudamel, she became an ambassador for Leala, an organization founded to promote the Spanish language and Latin American culture in Los Angeles. In 2010, she co-founded in the Dominican Republic the Music for Life Foundation, which seeks to bring classical music to those for whom social, economic, or health reasons cannot access it through music programs such as the Music with a Purpose Festival and the musical clinics for violinists. Yo le voy a decir esto en español de manera reducida. Por favor, escuchen bien para que cuando les pida el aplauso, que se oiga en la calle. Aisha Saer ha sido elogiada por la prensa y designada como virtuosa, una artista profundamente dotada y una de las embajadoras de violín más joven y talentosa. Debutó a la tierna edad de 11 años como solista, acompañada de la Orquesta Sinfónica Nacional Dominicana. Entre otros sucesos exitosos, la prepararon para convertirse en la primera latinoamericana en toda la historia en ser aceptada en la Escuela de Niños Prodigios de Judy Menuhin, escuela en Londres, Inglaterra, a los 13 años. Ha tocado en distintos escenarios como solista alrededor del mundo, incluyendo todos los países que denoté. También ha tocado como solista en festivales notables. Es graduada del Royal College of Music en Londres, donde fue galardonada con la beca completa Sora d'Or, perteneciendo a la realeza británica. Dentro de los premios recibidos se encuentran el Henry Wood Trust Award en Londres, el premio Sphinx y el Latin Pride National Award en Estados Unidos. 7 estatuillas como artista clásico destacada en el extranjero en República Dominicana, 6 premios soberanos y una Cassandra, reconocimientos de alcaldías en España, la Florida, Massachusetts, Chicago, Nueva York, además de un reconocimiento del Senado. También fue investida por la Universidad Autónoma de Santo Domingo como profesora honoraria de la Facultad de Artes y preside la Fundación Music for Life, la cual busca llevar la música clásica a aquellos que por situaciones sociales, económicas y de salud no la pueden accesar. Aisha, como cristiana, le dedica todos sus éxitos y conciertos al autor de lo mismo, el Señor Jesús. Aisha is a devout Christian and dedicates all of her performances to God. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Aisha Said Castro. Y por favor, lo que van a escuchar es algo muy especial. Le pedimos por favor que hagan silencio, como si estuviesen en un concierto escuchando una sinfonía filarmónica. Because what you're about to hear is so special, I would like to ask for you to bring down the noise level in the hall as though you were listening to a symphony in the fanciest of halls. I can wait. Yo esperaré. Thank you. Aisha. Gracias, Aisha, gracias. She is Dominican, so she also throws. Should have said my Dominicans in the house. She also throws a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. I'm kidding, I was told to say that. Because apparently, us Dominicans are really good at baseball. I'm not sure where that idea came from. So for the next part of our, actually, before we move on, can we have another round of applause? That was amazing. The next part of our program includes some recognitions and awards for various areas. The first one is the North Shore Latino Business Association Civic Engagement Person of the Year. This award is usually given to someone who shows incredible leadership within the community and service to the community. La próxima parte de nuestro horario será dando algunos premios y reconocimientos. El primero es la persona con compromiso cívico del año 2022. Este reconocimiento se le da a la persona que ha enseñado liderazgo y compromiso cívico dentro de la comunidad. Queremos llamar al señor Eduardo Cáceres. Eduardo. Y también para otorgar el reconocimiento a Sergio y Rosa. También queremos reconocer a la organización sin fines de lucro del año 2022. We'd also like to recognize the nonprofit organization of the year. Many of you may already be familiar with this business because if you've gone to anything that celebrates Latino culture or Hispanic heritage, you may see some of her girls dancing. The next award goes to Cultura Latina Dance Academy, Inc., Jahaira Rodriguez. That's a beautiful dress, Jahaira. You're welcome. The next award goes to a brand new business. Actually, it was one of the businesses that came up post-pandemic. Before I call her, let me ask, just show of hands, how many of you are small business owners? Wow, that's a lot of hands. Let's hear a round of applause for our small business owners. It is not always easy. I was happy to hear Mike and Ely's comments about collaboration and partnership. Not only is the support of the community important in these businesses, but also the support of the state and collaboration and partnership within each other, and for us to go and actually go to these businesses. I'd like to call the next business, brand new business. We have to take pictures, guys. Nonprofit Organization of the Year. Round of applause, please. 3 years in a row. And if you've been to any of the performances by Cultura Latina Dance Academy, you'll know why. Among small business owners, there's always many women who are small business owners. They go into small business ownership because their desire to balance the family and be present in the family domain actually drives them to do that. And what they find is that it requires a lot of time, effort, and sacrifice. So I'm always very impressed by women business owners because I recognize that in addition to being the boss lady, you are also responsible often for your family at home. And the next person is one such person. She opened a business post-pandemic. This person receives the North Shore Latino Business Association Member of the Year, Negocio del Año 2022, Isabela Med Spa Lynn en North Andover, el doctor José Báez y Ana de los Santos. Pasen adelante, por favor. Someone approached me at the beginning of the and said, "I feel really underdressed. I won't point you out because I thought you were so sweet." And I told her, "No one told you that we actually show up in these dresses to your baby showers." And if that's ever happened to you, everybody else is in yoga pants and jeans and t-shirts, and you invited some Latina, I don't want to call my people out, Dominicans, but when there's an opportunity to dress up, we dress up, right? And so she wasn't underdressed. She was appropriately dressed, but we did have that moment of like, oh, nobody told you. When we say we're dressing up, we are throwing down. So next time, come in sequins, come in your glitter, and you'll feel right at home. Our next award goes to, actually, those are all of our, the NSLBA Businesswoman of the Year, Mujer Empresaria del Año 2022. I want a really, really nice round of applause for the next person. This is Ana de los Santos from Isabela Med Spa. So Ana actually started out as a phlebotomist before she decided that her real true passion was being an esthetician. What you don't know about Ana, and I don't want to start anything while Ana's receiving her award, but I'm going to say, did we say anybody graduate from a Lynn High School here? Anybody? So this is a Lynn English High School graduate, right? Do we have any classical people here? No? We are all LPS. But here you go, Lynn English High School graduate. One other really, really amazing thing is Ana de los Santos is actually born in the Dominican Republic and didn't come into the United States until she was 15 years old. In addition to going to North Shore Community College to learn more English, she was a phlebotomist, and now she's an esthetician who is a business owner. When you think about what the American dream looks like and what we come here to do, this is what it looks like. It's effort, it's sustained responsibility, and it's small business ownership. And with the support of the North Shore Business Association, she can do what she does. Let's hear it for all of our recipients. And of course, this picture would not be complete without. Now, I don't really know if the bio really did this justice. I mean, this is like a really big deal. I'd like to call up Mike Keneally. Mike, please come up for special recognition from the North Shore Latino Business Association. Thank you so much for being here.
Ahora se me mueven para allá. Secretary, we are so honored having you tonight with us. Immediately when I invited you and you heard that it was from the North Shore Latino Business Association, you didn't hesitate to be here tonight. Su esposa, Taisha, ¿cómo se llama? Trisha, discúlpame, dije el nombre como no era, pero es una boricua. Que viva el coquí. So, you are the 11th speaker of the association, and your presence is really appreciated by everyone in this association, the board of directors. I really appreciate that you accepted our invitation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Great to be here. By the way, if you're not a member of the association, you've got to become a member. You guys have done incredible work. You've been a great partner. It's great to be here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the night.
All right.
You could actually, right here. Acá. You speak Spanish? Un poquito?
Mike's going to tell us all the Spanish he knows. Ready, go.
Muchas gracias.
When I asked Mike Keneally to say all the Spanish that he knows, can you guys move forward together for the picture, please? And Francis, I think I may have heard his wife in the audience go, please, no. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I know a lot of my friends who speak other languages, all they taught me were really choice words that I would never repeat. Maybe that wasn't the case here. So I didn't, while they take this picture, let me just tell you a little bit about me because it's fun. I'm from the Dominican Republic. I've already said that, right? But I came to the United States when I was young, and I lived in Brooklyn before people were sending their kids to live there by themselves. So I don't know if you can read between the lines there, but it was really dangerous. And all of my friends were Puerto Rican. So now, yep, everyone says they're confused. I always tell them I'm from everywhere. So our next presenter, our next presentation, nuestra próxima presentación es un reconocimiento muy especial. Este es el Premio Embajador de la NSLBA y es la primera vez que estamos dando a conocer esta persona. Our next recognition is the NSLBA Ambassador Award, and this is the first time that we have actually shared who this person is. To present this very illustrious guest, I'm going to pass the mic over to our president, Francis.
Muchas gracias. Como ustedes saben, siempre tenemos un reconocimiento al embajador de la asociación, no necesariamente un miembro de la asociación, sino más bien una persona que hace eco del trabajo que hacemos aquí en la asociación. So, the secret award is that ambassador, not necessarily a member of the association, but someone that goes around and echoes the work that we do, tell people about the work that we do and how we are growing and how we are supporting. He's been, a couple of years, he's been coming back and forth to do a workshop, but he also assists many members of the association. And that person is, and I know many of you know him because he's amazing, a la persona que le vamos a hacer la presentación. A ustedes muchos lo conocen porque él ha estado asistiéndolos a ustedes. Es una persona maravillosa, no solamente en su trabajo que hace, sino la calidad de persona que es increíble. Y quiero llamar aquí al frente, I like to call here up front, al señor Jonathan de Puy. Jonathan, ¿qué te digo? ¿Qué te digo? I'm sorry, esto es un secreto. A nombre de la Junta, la presidenta, vicepresidente, mi junta de directores, a la Junta Ejecutiva, este reconocimiento te lo hacemos porque ya lo dije, just like I said, we give you this because you are a true ambassador of this organization. You go around the world and you always mention either the association or I know a lady and I have heard that. Thank you so much. And I actually want to give you the mic because I want people to hear just a couple of words of the things that you know. He's an international economist. He has advised so many presidents, so many people out there, and especially small businesses. Y lo que tú haces siendo asesor de muchos presidentes en Latinoamérica, asesor de los pequeños comerciantes, llevando la sabiduría en todo lo que es el globo terráqueo. Señores, ustedes saben que no se habla mucho Spanish, eso es mentira. Pero, Jonathan, te doy a ti el micrófono, pero antes de todo quiero una foto aquí en grupo porque ustedes son los especiales de esta noche. Gracias. Just take picture. And I also want to mention everyone received citations. Estas menciones, no sé cómo se dice, proclamas vienen del Estado, del gobernador del Estado, vienen también de los representantes de Estado y los senadores, y también nuestro alcalde de la ciudad de Lynn, que era antes miembro de la Junta. Todos ellos se unieron para hacer estas presentaciones para homenajearlo a todos ustedes. All of you received this citation from the governor's office, from the senators, from state reps, and from the mayor of the city of Lynn to present, because they all got together and say, we really need to recognize this great work that everyone has done. Thank you so much. A group picture? Okay.
A round of applause, please. Thank you. Jonathan DeOlio has also graciously brought books that he is willing to sign, and they will be right outside para todos ustedes que quieren conocer más acerca de nuestra persona que ha sido reconocida. Él tendrá libros allá y podrá firmarlo. Ahora con ustedes, Jonathan DeOlio.
Gracias, Laura. Bueno, para mí constituye un gran honor dirigiros la palabra en esta noche sobre este suelo, bajo este techo y entre estas paredes donde hay tanta gente conocida y muy querida. It is a distinct honor and privilege to address you in this occasion very briefly. As Francis rightly pointed out, I've been coming in and out of Massachusetts for the last 10 years. As a matter of fact, I graduated from a university not far from here. I'm a graduate from Brandeis University, 2004 to 2008. Then I moved down to North Cuba, that is Miami. And after I served there as a financial advisor for a couple of years, then I started doing training and development. And people like Frances, like Janine Duran, like my friend Francis Concepcion have invited me over to this neck of the woods to train and develop entrepreneurs. And I know that a lot of Americans that have been here in the nation for a long while sometimes ask themselves, why do all these people come up here to the United States when their part of the continent it's so rich? And that is a fact. You see, our part of the continent is the richest part of the continent in what has to do with natural resources. You talk Mexico, Central America, the Caribbean and South America, the richest part of the continent. Now, regrettably so, historically, we have not taken advantage of those riches that we have under and above our soil, because we have been the victims of a system, an extractive system, wherein we simply extract the primary resources that we have and we don't add value to them. So historically, what have we done in our part of the continent, Mexico, Central America, the Caribbean, and South America? Well, we export sugar and we import candy. We export leather and we import shoes. We export cocoa and we import chocolate. And that is because of the fact that in our part of the continent, we lack an abundance of associations like the North Shore Latino Business Association. You see, the reason why we have not been able to do more with what God has given us in South America is because we have not been working as a team. And it is interesting, when we come to this wonderful country, all of a sudden, something is sparked in the innermost part of our being, and we see the necessity to work as a team, not only amongst Hispanics, but with other groups. And I see my fellow Hispanics do things here on American soil that we don't necessarily do down in South America. And it's not because of something physical that we have here. It's not about physical wealth or material wealth. It's about a spirit of entrepreneurship. You see, and I'm going to conclude with this historical note. Why do you think that the English, the French, the Germans, and the Scandinavians came to this part of the continent back in the 17th century? Was it because it was the richest part of the continent? No. It was because this was all that was left. You see, the Spaniards and the Portuguese got the sweetest slice of the pie. Now, when the English and the French and the Germans and the Scandinavians came here, they said, well, we don't have as much wealth as the Spaniards and the Portuguese down there. What are we going to do? Are we going to leave? No. Here in America, we have freedom. We have freedom not only to extract what we have under and above the soil, but also to create and to collaborate. And that is the way of America. That is the American dream, that when we Latinos come here, in some way, shape, or form, we make it our own. And as an economist, I have to say that right now we are facing very difficult times. Many of you heard what our people from the Federal Reserve told us a couple of days ago. The money supply has been reduced. Interest rates are going up. The economy is slowing down. It's slowing down. And when we look at 2023, the rate of growth, it seems that it's not going to be as great as 2021 and 2022. Sometimes we just have to take the medicine and buy the pill. And I think that if we're going to be successful come 2023, we have to acknowledge the fact that in order for us to produce the same that we produced in 2022 and 2021, we're going to have to work 1.5 times harder. And at the end of the day, I think, as Martin Luther King thought, that we shall overcome, despite the difficulties that are ahead. And I'm going to end with a couple of quotes from Dr. King's famous speech, not the I Have a Dream one, but the We Shall Overcome one. You see, the We Shall Overcome song became the anthem of the civil rights movement here in the United States. And Dr. King used to recite, and I take this to heart because I was able to come to the United States to study economics on a scholarship that was created to honor Dr. King. I went to Brandeis University on the Martin Luther King scholarship, a full scholarship. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the opportunity of coming here to study. So this is to honor the legacy of Dr. King. He said that we shall overcome. We shall overcome because he used to say that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We shall overcome because Carlyle is right, the poet. No lie can live forever. We shall overcome because William Cullen Bryant is right. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. We shall overcome because James Russell Lowell is right. Truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne, yet that scaffold sways the future, and behind the dim unknown standeth God within the shadow, keeping watch above his own. We shall overcome because the Bible is right. You shall reap what you sow. And this community, and I've been the witness of this throughout my more than 10 years of experience, training and developing entrepreneurs in America, we have sown sweat, we have sown tears, and we have sown our dreams on this land. And I think that we see the fruits thereof made manifest in this event today. And amid the difficult times that are present and are definitely ahead, I think that we shall overcome. And we will adjourn the councils of despair and bring new light into the dark chambers of pessimism. And I think that we will, as Dr. King used to say, be able to reap the benefits of the promised land. But you know what? When the children of Israel left Egypt onto the promised land, they were very enthusiastic about the fact that there was abundance there. They were motivated by this idea of abundance of honey and milk and honey. But that generation didn't necessarily understand that where there's an abundance of milk, there are cows to be milked. And where there is an abundance of honey, there are bees that can sting you. So a whole generation had to die before the children of Israel actually took possession of the promised land. And I think that as we enjoy the benefits of these United States of America, we have to acknowledge that whereas we have great wealth and great opportunities in this wonderful nation, we have to be good stewards of those opportunities. And acknowledge the fact that whereas we want to be the recipients of the prize of success, we have to be willing to pay the price. And the price of success is one that is most definitely sacrificial in nature. It is not something that we are entitled to. It's something that we have to merit at the end of the day. And in order to overcome and in order to do the best that we can with the resources that God has given us, we need to work as a team. So thank you very much, Francis, for acknowledging the work that I've done over the last couple of years. And gracias a todos y cada uno por recibirme en sus diferentes ciudades y sus diferentes comunidades. Y bueno, que disfruten el resto de la velada y espero poder interactuar con ustedes por lo que queda de este maravilloso evento. Buenas noches y buen provecho.
Gracias. Thank you so much. And as I said before, Jonathan has a book that will be out there and he will graciously sign. It's called Arranca con Ideas Claras. Take off with clear ideas. This book is by Jonathan Diolio and he's happy to sign them in the back table. Round of applause for Jonathan, please. You guys are getting weak, tired. So as we wrap up today's presentation, I would like to give a couple of reminders. One is there will be a raffle at 9:30 p.m. 3 tickets are $200. The first prize is $200 worth of scratch tickets. I don't know about you guys, but I hear a lot of people. I work in public education, and I'm not sure if that's specific to us, but there are a lot of people hoping to win it big so they can retire. If you're here, buy raffle tickets. Second prize is a wine basket, and the third prize is a $50 gift card. So if you'd like to take part in that raffle, please buy your tickets at the back table. I'd also like to get, before the applauses run out, quiero decirle que sí, va a haber una rifa a las 9:30. 3 boletos son $200. El primer premio es $200 de lotería. Segundo es una canasta de vino y el tercer premio es una tarjeta de $50. Si quieren tomar parte en esa rifa, por favor, compren sus boletos en la mesa de atrás. También quisiera darle un pequeño reconocimiento. You guys have heard last year there were a couple of little snafus here. Today it has been so smooth. Our entertainment is so smooth and it's live. You heard the man with the beautiful voice at the beginning asking you to sit down. He's here. They're here with Valentina's Entertainment, Laura Loca, and DJ Jeffrey and 440 Sound Productions. The photos are being done by Fabian Carvajal, and the videos are done by Groundhouse Recordings. There's a lot of work that goes into this, so please give them a round of applause. Thank you. Now, and before we end, I'd like to come to the part of the program where we give the official membership plaques, las placas oficial de membresía. As you know, the North Shore Latino Business Association is a nonprofit organization, and it has members that are people like you who join the organization and derive benefit from all of the services provided, but also support the organization in various ways. Ahora, la próxima parte es las placas oficial de membresía. Como saben, la asociación es una asociación sin fines de lucros que recibe apoyo de todos ustedes como miembros. Como dijo el secretario Kenili, si todavía no son miembros, por favor, contáctense con las personas de la mesa de atrás y conviértanse en miembros de la asociación. So, as I call your name, if you were not in the dinner downstairs, please come forward. Por favor, vengan adelante for a group picture. Global Kitchen and Banquet, Gire Transportation, D&D Landscaping Limited Partnership. This is going to be a big picture, guys. Si estoy llamando sus nombres, por favor, vengan hacia adelante. Yes, let's do this. Perfect. Everyone who received the plaque today in today's earlier ceremony, please come forward. Para todos ustedes que recibieron una placa en la cena anterior, por favor, en la cena de reconocimiento. La ceremonia que pasó hoy a las 5 de la tarde, por favor, vengan hacia aquí para tomarse una foto en grupo. Lo que no estuvieron en la ceremonia, por favor, tomen su placa de allá atrás y por favor vengan hacia adelante. So, please if you were in the ceremony earlier today, please come up to receive your official membership plaques. So these are people who have joined the association within the past year, small businesses, community members, and people who support the organization. Some of you are familiar to me, some are new. There are more of you. Please come forward. If we could also have the board of directors here, please. Thank you. Ese vestido está muy bello, muy bello. Linda, Linda, ¿estás con ella? ¿Estás con ella? ¿Esa es tu mami? Ven y represéntala, eres muy importante. Párate ahí.
Señores, los que recibieron placa esta tarde a las 5 de la tarde le presentamos. Echen para acá que esta es la foto de grupo, esta es la foto más importante. Para acá, por favor, para empezar la paranga, la pachanga, paranda, pachanga, paranda, pachanga. La rumba. Vengan todos para acá. Ahí de este lado, se va a caer de este lado, también de este lado. Venga, mi gente, venga, venga, venga. Con su placa. ¿Dónde está la placa? La placa. No. Ok. Acomódese, sonrisa, a beautiful smile, and let's take this picture. MC, miembros de la Junta, por favor, todos acá arriba.
Aquí tienes los miembros de la Junta. Señoras y señores, these are the faces of the new members of the North Shore Latino Business Association. Round of applause, please. Por favor, un fuerte aplauso para los nuevos miembros de la asociación. They don't know this, but they're now Facebook famous. Oh, we are actually Twitter famous too, because this program is being live streamed through all social media. So if you didn't tell anyone you were coming, they know. Si recibieron una placa, por favor, anímense a pasar hacia adelante para hacer parte de la foto en grupo. Después que termine esta foto, vamos a escuchar de la presidenta de la asociación y después de ahí vamos a bailar. No vamos a esperar a bailar, vamos a comenzar a bailar desde que el micrófono se apague. After the final closing remarks from our illustrious president, we're going to dance, people. And for my friend there that was wondering if she was underdressed, she's now going to know exactly how we do the party thing.
Entonces, ahora lo que vamos a hacer es rumba, rumba y rumba. Quiero darle las gracias a Laura, nuestro MC. Muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes. Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to Laura, our MC, our producer, Grimehouse, 440 Sound, los muchachos, Jeffrey. Gracias a los fotógrafos y a todos. And of course, thank you to Tampa Sport for having us. Thank you so much, everyone. Now it's time to network and have fun. Señores, ¿dónde están la gente